Hey guys, we're Carolina Story from Nashville, Tennessee.
This old world will chew you up and spit you out without ever asking a question about how you're doing or who you are. Days go by, soon become days gone by. You never get to question time. It comes and goes. Come back, baby, come back, let's rewind. Come back, baby, let's go back in time. You and I, we were young once too. You and I, we were young once too. Babies cry, a mother's touch in a schoolyard fight, a summer night and the way it smells after the rain fell. A first kiss and a first dance, the moment when I grabbed your hand and gave my heart. Oh, let's go back to the start. Come back, baby, come back, let's rewind. Come back, baby, let's go back in time. You and I, we were young once too. You and I, we were young once. Come back, baby, come back, let's rewind. Come back, baby, let's go back in time. You and I, we were young once too. You and I, we were young once. You and I, we were young once too. You and I, we were young once. Thank you. Well, we are so excited to be in Houston. It's been a minute. I think it's been over 6-7 years since we've been here.
Yeah, I want to say our first time to Houston was on my birthday. We were headed to from New Orleans to Austin for South by. Stopped in Houston and played a place called La Carafe, which we found out that night, and I don't know how true this is, so don't Don't sue me if I'm wrong, but it's the oldest bar in Houston, or one of the oldest buildings.
And it's haunted?
Yeah, they told us it was haunted, and we found that to be true. From what I remember, it was very intimate. There weren't very many people there, with us never having been to Houston, but I think there were more ghosts clapping than people. All right, we'll work on that joke. I also just realized that I have a piece of gum in my mouth, and as I went to hit the harmonica,
Ooh, that nut.
it got stuck to.
Ooh, yeah.
So I don't know what I'm
Are
gonna
you?
do with it.
That's a Dave Grohl move, isn't he? Always chewing gum when
Dave
he's.
Grohl doesn't play a harmonica. Though. My mom always told me not to swallow it; that it would stay there for like 7 years or something. I don't know how true that is, but well, we sure are glad that you guys have joined us here on this off and on rainy Saturday.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'll let you do that.
Okay. We're going to be playing songs off of our last 2 records. This is one off of a record called Lay Your Head Down.
Springtime came with a vengeance this year. The river rose high, the water ran clear. Springtime came with a vengeance this year. Come on in, the water's warm down here.
And my oh my, how the time flies when you're stuck in a rut and you realize. My oh my, how the time flies. Come on, baby, won't you dry your eyes? And lay your head down in my lap now and tell me something I don't know. And though you're hurting, take your burdens and put the load on me. Summertime came, brought me whiskey and tears, felt enough pain for the next 5 years. Summertime came, brought me whiskey and tears. Take my hand, there ain't no room here for fear. And all I know is that I'm growing old. You can sleep when you're dead, so I am told. All I know is that I'm growing old. The sins of a man are much too heavy to hold. Lay your head down in my lap now and tell me something I don't know. And though you're hurting, take your burdens and put the load on me. Lay your head down in my lap now and tell me something I don't know. And though you're hurting, take your burdens and put the load on me. And all I know is that I'm growing old. You can sleep when you're dead, so I am told. All I know is that I'm growing old. The sins of a man are much too heavy to hold.
Thank you very much. Is it possible to get a beach towel or just a dish rag or something? These lights are, I don't remember them being this bright during the sound check. And I sweat in a meat locker, so.
Gosh, you're really needy
I
tonight.
know. I'm actually not a needy person. But I just know that the whole performance will go better
if you're not glistening.
Glistening. I'm in the shallow end of the pool at this point. Yep. And also, I just realized too that, and this is going to make it weird for the rest of the show, but I'm wearing. I didn't bring the shirt I wanted.
Thanks, Graham.
Let's start wearing wristbands up here. I did play football in college, so maybe we'll just dig those out of the attic. But anyway, this shirt, it's a nice shirt. It's not the one I wanted to wear. It was just what was in the truck. But it's one of those from Target. And, it's one of those deals where you should have just spent maybe $30 more on something. It's kind of short. So if anybody gets a glimpse of my navel, sorry about that. It's not pierced or anything.
It's a crop top, kind of a...
Yeah, I don't know. My stance is kind of going to be weird, too. So we'll all get through this together. But we really are just tickled to death to be back on the road after what a wild year it was for all of us. And I might actually just take a quick video of all of you guys to prove to my 6.5-year-old, my 6.5-year-old and our 3-year-old that I don't know why I put the half in there, but the 6 and the 3-year-old that to prove to them that we actually when we leave we're actually performing for people and not just driving around and eating at all of our favorite restaurants. It's been a lot of fun hanging out with them, spending time with the kids, but it's nice to be out of the house and out of Nashville. So again, thank you guys for coming.
This one's a song called Light of the Moon.
Pale moon rising like an orphan child, the first sign of daylight. Your tears they'll dry, don't waste your time, turning dust to diamond. You gotta
Find your way through the darkness. You gotta find your way back home. And in the blackest night, there's always a little light, so you can find your way through the darkness into the light of the moon.
blackbird singing that lonesome song, welcome in the morning. Soft and low, so hard to know if it's a whisper or a warning. You gotta
Find your way through the darkness. You gotta find your way back home. And in the blackest night, there's always a little light, so you can find your way through the darkness into the light of the moon.
never seen a river ever stop to rest. roll into the ocean. Hold myself together with the needle and the thread of madness and devotion. You gotta find
Find your way through the darkness. You gotta find your way back home. And in the blackest night, there's always a little light, so you can find your way through the darkness into the light of the moon. Into the light of the moon. Into the light of the moon. Thank you guys so much. Like Ben said, we're going to play a bunch of songs off an album we decided to release in a pandemic. We're still questioning if that was the right choice or not, but it was originally supposed to be May, and then June, July, and then August, and then we said, you know, these songs actually do have a lot of hope in them, so I think we need a lot of hope for the year that we had last year. So we said, let's release it, and we released it last September, and yeah, it feels good to finally be out on the road playing these songs that we've now have had recorded for a couple of years, but this next one is called See You When I See You, ironically. It was one of the first songs we released last year because we really didn't know when we would see a lot of people that we love and care for. So it's actually a song about a friendship that just is not doing very well.
No.
Not about us, though, right?
No, I don't. No, it's not. I wrote it, so I can say that it's not about. I wasn't talking about you, you know. Yeah, it's talking about a relationship that's just kind of fallen by the wayside of friendship. And it was funny, the week that we released it, which is about a year ago, this month, we had like 4 or 5 friends that we hadn't heard from in a while call us, and you know, just say, hey, just checking in. I know I'm not that good of a friend. I'm not very good at the phone, and I know that they had heard the song and were wondering if it was about them. There's some vanity in that, I guess. One of them, the person that it is about, did call me, and I never let on to him that it was about him.
Yeah, you can't.
Haven't heard from the son of a bitch since, so you know.
I don't hear from you no more. Don't know why or what for. I've taken time to try and understand it. I'll be the first one to admit when I'm wrong or full of it. But this time I don't have a hand in it. Let me buy us another round, one more time to hash it out. 'Cause I'm so tired of feeling stuck. Why are you so hung up? Did my words get in the way? I'm lost out in the rain. I can't sit and wait for the truth to come around. So I'll see you when I see you. History repeats somehow, like a record broken, spinning round. But you don't seem to hear the needle scratching. It's a sound that breaks my heart. I wish like hell we could go back to the start. I don't see this lasting. Let me buy us another round, one more time before we drown, 'cause I'm so tired of feeling stuck. Why are you so hung up? Did my words get in the way? And I'm lost, lost out in the rain. I can't sit and wait for the truth to come around. So I'll see you when I see you. Let me buy us another round. One more time before we drown. 'Cause I'm so tired of feeling stuck. Why are you so hung up? Did my words get in the way? I'm lost, lost out in the rain. I can't sit and wait for the truth to come around. So I'll see you when I see you. Yeah, I'll see you when I see you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you can about guess a lot of our friends were worried after hearing that song. Lots of phone calls.
It's fun to be cryptic.
It's like that song, You're So Vain. I bet you think this song is about you.
Right, right. Except not with as much commercial success.
True. I would have taken
monetary.
Yeah.
Well, we've got some new friends in the audience here, Adam and Meredith. It is their 15th wedding anniversary today.
Congrats, y'all.
And he said they haven't celebrated in a while. So this song goes out to you guys. It's a song called Hold of Me.
Couldn't pay the rent last month for our tiny little place. I'll keep pacing the hallways, keep working away. The babies need new shoes, and you deserve a diamond ring. And I just want the peace of mind that only you can bring. So I'm holding on to hope and a tiny little dream that someday I'll be someone and you'll be the queen. 'Cause right now you're all I've got and everything I need. You've always got a hold of me. You've always got a hold of me. No, I ain't gonna give up. Lord knows I've tried. I've been handed every reason, fell short 1,000 times. And while you stand beside me, baby, I'll never know. Just knowing that you love me is worth its weight in gold. So I'm holding on to hope and a tiny little dream that someday I'll be someone and you will be the queen. 'Cause right now you're all I've got and everything I need. You've always got a hold of me. You've always got a hold of me. So I'm holding on to hope, a tiny little dream, and someday I'll be someone, and you will be the queen. 'Cause right now you're all I've got, and everything I need. You've always got a hold of me. You've always got a hold of me. You've always got a hold of me.
Happy anniversary, guys.
So if you guys were Carolina Story, maybe some of you have seen us before, maybe you haven't. I'm Emily, this is Ben. We'll be celebrating 12 years of marriage this year.
Yep.
Our honeymoon was a tour. I think we spent it. We didn't really get to spend a honeymoon. It was a tour. And you, what did we?
Yeah, we got married and went on the road. So, and instead of like a big all-inclusive resort,
It was sleeping
I
on.
surprised my wife at my buddy Jeremy's house. We stayed on his floor. It was a more than king size floor.
But all that to say, we've been doing this for a really long time, and we wouldn't trade it. We really just are so grateful all the places we've been. We've been to 49 states, and have just spent a lot of time together. And I'm originally from South Dakota. Ben is from Arkansas. We met in Memphis, and everyone's wondering, where is the Carolina Story part come in? Well, Ben wanted to bring me to Asheville, North Carolina, right outside of Asheville, where he used to be a whitewater raft guide. And it was on that trip that we just said, let's do this thing together. Let's be a band and get married.
Your stories are not.
I leave out all the details.
They're not as interesting because.
You're just the way. See, he's the way detailed-oriented one, and I'm just kind of straight to the point.
Right.
I'm from here. You're from there. Cool. Let's go.
All right. So we met August 3rd, 2007. It's true. In a parking lot in Memphis, and get your mind out of the gutter. It was a church parking lot. Damn, that's usually a funnier joke. It was a year and a half ago anyway. But anyway, I found out that Emily. It wasn't so much love at first sight, but it was obsession at first sight on my part, and not at all for Emily. She wouldn't even look my way for 6 months. And I got pretty weird in my tactics to get her to notice me, and we'll skip over the details of those. But the one that did work, I found out that her favorite singer and songwriter was a woman named Brandy Carlisle, and who's still one of our favorites to this day. And I found out that her album called The Story had just come out, so I naturally learned the entire album on the guitar and would sit outside my dorm room with one knee up, kind of on the wall, and with one foot against the wall there, and would play in hopes that it would be within earshot of Emily's room. And one day she stopped and asked me what I was doing and what I was playing, and it was this song. And this is one of the first songs that Emily and I ever sang together. So we'll play it for you now. It's a song called Turpentine.
I watched you grow away from me in photographs, memories like spies. Salt betrays my eyes again. I started losing sleep and gaining weight. wishing I was 10 again, so I could be your friend again. And these days we go to waste like wine. We turn to turpentine till it's 6 a.m. and I'm all messed up. And I didn't mean to waste your time, so I fall back in line. But I'm warning you, we're growing up. And I heard you found some pretty words to say. You found your little game to play, and there's no one allowed. And then just when we believed we could be great, reality it permeates and conquers from within again. And these days we go to waste like wine. We turn to turpentine till it's 6 a.m. and I'm all messed up. And I didn't mean to waste your time, so I fall back in line. But I'm warning you, we're growing up. Oh, 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 I know we're okay. Oh, oh, I know we're okay. And these days we go to waste like wine. We turn to turpentine till it's 6 a.m. and I'm all messed up. And I didn't mean to waste your time, so I fall back in line. But I'm warning you, we're growing up. Oh, 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 I know we're okay.
From Pine Bluff. Conway. Oh, wow. Well, we've got some old friends of ours that are here that I know from Pine Bluff right behind you there. So it's just a line of Arkansans. Yeah, Pine Bluff. Really? Oh, okay. I was like, man, we're big. Yeah. And also the Razorbacks baseball team, they're playing at 8 o'clock. So we're going to cut this a little short. Just kidding.
Oh, yep, and where I'm from, there's really nothing going on, so...
Yeah, when Emily left the state, the population went from like 49 to 48 up there in South Dakota.
And they're all my family.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, in Pine Bluff there where I'm from, there's a paper mill, International Paper. And every time I go back, it smells like home to me. But to others, I guess they say it smells like sulfur, rotten eggs, you know. My grandpa always used to say, "Boy, that smells like money." So I don't think it does. I've sniffed a dollar bill before. So I get what he meant though. Well, so last year was wild. We wrote this song before the pandemic, but this was sort of our anthem together as a family. This song was last year. Just really kind of laid out a lot of silver lining for us. You know, we were burning at both ends and traveling so much, and it really was a great time to just to hang out with our kids and be with them, and just those little small mundane moments, that I look back on now just a year later, just really glad we got to experience that with them. So I'll play this song for you. It's called Time Well Spent. 10 o'clock, the news is on. Outside, the malls are headed straight for the light on the front porch. You lay beside me sleeping, never waking angel wouldn't think of it. Time well spent. High noon on Sunday morning, skipped church so I listened to you reading Mary Oliver while the babies are outside playing. And just like that, a precious moment came and went. Time well spent. And there it goes, in the blink of an eye, it's up and gone on down the road. The time you can't get back is worth its weight in gold. And I will be the first to admit that often I seem to let everything in front of me just pass on by, knowing good and well that in the end you'll find it's time well spent. Monday the coffee's hot, inside I'm feeling heavy. The devil's made his home atop my back, and I ain't holding steady. In the nick of time, a phone call from a friend. Time well spent. Tuesday ain't nothing on. Step outside, turn off the TV. The sun upon my face in a major key. The birds are singing. The wheel rolls on. No need to reinvent. Time well spent. And there it goes, in the blink of an eye, it's up and gone on down the road. The time you can't get back is worth its weight in gold. And I will be the first to admit that often I seem to let everything in front of me just pass on by, knowing good and well that in the end you'll find it's time well spent. Wednesday, we're halfway there. On the wall, the clock keeps ticking. I try to see the good in everything. I know that nothing's given. What will be in any event. Time well spent. The wheel rolls on, no need to reinvent. Time well spent. And just like that, a precious moment came and went. Time well spent. This is one of the first songs that we wrote for the new album. It's called Lay Me Down Easy.
Lay me down easy, rest my head on a silver cloud. Try not to wake me till the sun comes out. Hold me so closely, wrap me up in a blanket made by hand, under a shade tree in a promised land. The mountain was tall and the valley wide, dying to get to the other side, dog tired and ready when I arrive. Lay me down easy, lay me down easy, lay me down easy. Down easy, leave your tears right here with me. Go on and paint your own masterpiece, and hold me so closely, like you did when the rain was pouring down that night in the city, the wrong side of town. The mountain was tall and the valley wide, dying to get to the other side, dog tired and ready when I arrive. Lay me down easy, lay me down easy, lay me down easy.
The mountain was tall, the valley wide, dying to get to the other side, dog tired and ready when I arrive. Lay me down easy, 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 lay me down easy.
Thank you.
Well, I feel like I always say that. Well, do I?
They don't know because
Yeah.
most of them have never,
Never met
you.
me
So,
before. Well, something I'll let you guys in on. I thought I was one of the, I think it's the 15% of people that are not allergic to poison ivy. I thought I was one of them. And then I found out a week ago that I am not. I'm in the 85% of people that are allergic to poison ivy.
yeah,
I think I was even kind of cocky about it because you
Oh,
said,
yeah.
honey, there's poison ivy in there. And I said, I don't need gloves. And I just started pulling these weeds.
Now over the years you've said, quote, I could roll around in the stuff, which who would do that anyway? But
Me.
You were claiming that you could.
But I now never will do such a thing. I have been in a bad way. So if you see me itching up here, it's because of the old dang poison ivy.
Yeah.
It got me.
You got a shot in the butt, too.
I did, and that
And that
still
didn't do
didn't work.
anything.
So if anyone has any remedies for poison ivy, please let me know. Is Texas, is poison ivy around here? Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Well, see, I don't think
Yeah,
I
because
grew
there's
up with
wooded,
it.
yeah, there's wooded areas. That's where it is. In South Dakota, where you're from, that's
There was no woods.
pretty lacking in
And
wooded
trees.
areas. Not many trees at all. It's like the ocean, but dirt.
That's why they call it the Great Plains.
Yeah, the great.
They are great. But talking about poison ivy and also dandelions, we just released the album. It's called Dandelion, and I just was thinking about them in general because our kids, they're in that phase of life where all they want to do is make wishes off of dandelions, and
And
just
our son's the kind that like
he gets super excited
well,
about
you're
it.
not, well, you're not supposed to, I guess. You know, you
Tell.
wish on a star or make
Yeah.
a wish on. You're not supposed to tell. Also, who came up with that? I don't know. Probably the same person that told my mom that you can't swallow bubble gum. But neither here nor there. The other day we found this huge dandelion. I mean, I'm talking like bigger than a softball. And our son was like, "Dad, when do we get to blow on that one?" I was like, "Man, I think we need to turn this one into the government or something. This is like a." And he was like, "You know what I'm going to wish for?" And I said, "No, you're not supposed to tell." And before I could even say it, he was like, "A blue train Lego set." I thought he was going to say something more along the lines of like world peace or something, but no.
Yes, but all that to say, it's just a joy to watch them make wishes on dandelions, and so we wanted to write a song about that. This resilient weed that people try to get rid of is something actually quite extraordinary, and I thought, people are like that. We're resilient, and we can get through it. So this is about that.
Caught out in the pouring rain and you're tired
Tired of running
You're not the only one to feel this way. Hold tight.
until the morning. All our wishes scattered in the wind. Give it time and they'll come back again. In a field with forget-me-nots, through the cracks of a parking lot, we'll be fine, just like a dandelion.
If you're stuck out underneath the sun and you
Need asylum.
you start your will before the day is done, but your dreams are out there.
On the horizon, all our wishes scattered in the wind. Give it time and they'll come back again. In a field with forget-me-nots, through the cracks of a parking lot, we'll be fine, just like a dandelion.
Caught out in the pouring rain and you're tired.
Tired of running
Not the only one to feel this way. Hold tight.
until the morning. All our wishes scattered in the wind. Give it time and they'll come back again. In a field with forget-me-nots, through the cracks of a parking lot, keep on hanging on, hold on tight. Everything is gonna be alright. We'll be fine, just like a dandelion. We'll be fine, just like a dandelion. We'll be fine.
Another thing I forgot about touring was to always shave your beard, because the harmonica just ripped like 3 of my beard hairs out. And there's no other way to get it out of there other than just kind of make a quick little twitch. So there's nothing wrong with me that we know of. I was just trying to escape. Let's play Daylight. This is another song from the Dandelion album. It's called Daylight.
Tossed and turned again, will the sleepless nights ever end? What will be, must be a mountain taking hold of me.
Shifting away, turning the tide, lost in my room, all in my mind. Sing a lullaby for me to make the morning. Sitting here waiting on the sun to shine, wishing on a star, trying to heed a warning. Another moment closer to the daylight. The sun sinks from the trees, and the shadow seems to follow me. Stuck in a tidal wave, try to sleep, but I just lie awake. Flipping a coin, counting the sheep, the shallows are gone, lost in the deep. Sing a lullaby for me to make the morning. Sitting here waiting on the sun to shine, wishing on a star, trying to heed the warning. Another moment closer to the daylight. Shifting the weight, turning the tide, lost in my room, all in my mind.
Y'all have been so sweet to us. Everyone always asks us how we became such loud singers, and we're used to playing venues over a lot of drunk people.
Just hollering.
Yeah, give you time, right?
A little more. Yeah. That's why we're doing the early show. Well, we really are glad to be back in Texas, and for our first tour back in about a year and a half, to be here is really cool to us. This state has been really kind to us, and this hat that I'm wearing is a Stetson that was my grandfather. Him and a bunch of his war buddies. He was a World War II bomber pilot, and him and his friends that were lucky enough to make it back stateside, and they all had these hats custom made in Harlingen, Texas, at a place called the Man's Shop. Not the men's, the Man's Shop. You have to kind of take a pause there to say it correctly. And anyway, we always saw this hat in pictures. You know, I'm from Arkansas. We do a lot of duck hunting, and there's like this amazing photo of my dad when he's like 15 and my grandfather, and he's wearing this hat, duck hunting in the woods. And it's like, man, like I wore a hat duck hunting last year with my buddies that had like a logo on it, like with a little bit of white, and they were like, dude, you're going to flare the ducks. It's like, no, there aren't any anyway. But that's another point, another story. But yeah, my grandfather, man, just the greatest generation, you know. He could wear a cowboy hat out there and slay the ducks, you know. Probably caught him in this hat. But, you know, it was just like, to me, he was larger than life, you know. He was just a man that I really looked up to. He would pick me up from school every day. He ended up passing away when I was in the 3rd grade. And you wouldn't think I would have a lot of memories of him, but I do. I called him Boopa. His name was Bill. I'm not sure how I got to Boopa from Bill, but who knows. And actually, the pastor, when he passed away, who was giving his eulogy, called him Bumpa. And I'm still kind of raw about that. So I need to look up that pastor and have a word with him. But or go see a therapist. But he'd pick me up from school every day, and he'd play the clarinet for me. We'd walk around his property, and he'd show me different kinds of birds and stuff. And he'd either get me a big bowl of pickles or a big bowl of grapes, which the grapes made sense, but the pickles, not so much. I'm not sure if that was him just trying to, you know, make sure I got my fruits and vegetables in or what, but one of them happens to be incredibly high in sodium, and kind of still dealing with the repercussions of that to this day. But I digress. Family is very important to us, and you know, we wanted to write a song. I wanted to write a song about him, and sort of what he would have been thinking, you know, in his mind as he got older, and all the stories that he had in there. And you know, and Emily's grandfather also was in the Army and was an incredible man, and he was headed over to the Pacific Theater, and the war got called off. And to his dying day, he claimed that they must have heard he was coming. I'm not sure that's entirely true, but you never know. And South Dakota was glad to have him. The population went back up over 50 there. So anyway, we decided to write a song about our grandfathers and our generational family in general. I hope you enjoy it. It's a song called Your Children's Children.
Remember when you were a child? Your heart was pure, your eyes were wild. Your every dream within your grasp. And now you feel your time is past. Do you love the life you've made? Will you wear a smile when you're old and gray? All the stories that you'll tell, yeah, your children's children, they will know them well. And just maybe your time's coming, and just maybe your time's coming. Ring that bell, The Father takes, the Father grows. Every king is but a man within the palm of God's right hand. And do you love the life you made? Will you wear a smile when you are old and gray? Oh, the stories that you'll tell. Yeah, your children's children, they will know them well. And just maybe a time's coming. And just maybe a time's coming. Ring that bell. Every day feels like a war. Suits and ties are keeping score. And kingdoms rise and castles fall. Every big thing must start small. And do you love the life you made? Will you wear a smile when you're old and gray? All the stories that you'll tell. Yeah, your children's children, they will know them well. And just maybe your time's coming. And just maybe your time's coming.
So during the making of Dandelion, we recorded it in November and December of 2019, right before it hit. Also, we want to remind everyone, hey, you can keep these live streams coming by becoming a supporting member of livefromnorfolkstreet.com.
Yeah, I forget.
It's true.
We have a lot of people streaming in, maybe.
Yeah, we got a live stream going, and yeah, and we've got I think we're streaming on our Facebook page as well. So your mom's probably listening. That's it.
How many times did you talk about our state again?
If you only get 3 strikes, this is baseball. I'm in trouble. But during the making of the album, we had a lot of crazy forces pressing against us. It was a lot of fun to make the album, and one day after we got done recording this song, we were all on a high. The whole band, producer, everybody came into the control room to listen back to the playback, and Emily and I had multiple missed calls from my parents, and we were like, oh, that's not good. They're watching the kids. And Emily tends to be more of a worrywart than myself. I thought, oh, it's nothing. But then we had text messages that said, call us immediately. So we called my dad, and he said, now don't panic. But, which you immediately do. He said, don't panic. But Lily got into Mimi, who's my grandmother. Lily got into Mimi's Benadryl upstairs. And we caught her and had to dig about 8 of them out of her mouth. We don't know how many she swallowed, but we're at Vanderbilt Emergency Room, Children's Hospital. Rushed her in the ambulance and everything. It's funny now. It's in the moment, she's still everything's fine. But in the moment, you're going, "What the hell, man? We're recording an album and having the time of our lives," and then I guess 2 years old at that point. So we get in the car to rush over there, and my dad's like, "Now," he calls us back, and he's like, "She's good. She's doctors have said that they think she only swallowed a half of one." He said, "She's right where she needs to be." He said, "And she is having the time of her life. And she's higher than boat gas." And so we went, we FaceTimed her, and she was like, "Hey, Mom and Dad." So she was chill. She was good. Well, fast forward a couple weeks later, we're finishing up the vocals, and we're going to lunch. And one moment I'm looking at Emily. I turned back to look at her, and she's walking and texting, which you're not supposed to do. And then she was just gone. She disappeared, vanished. And I run around the other side of the truck, and she goes, "Babe, I think I broke my arm." And it was in a 90-degree angle right here. She had, show them the scars, babe. Yeah.
My poison ivy.
Yeah. Snap that joker in half. And so, all that being said, we need you to buy a vinyl or something tonight. We got a bunch of medical bills that we've racked up in the making of this thing on top of the recording cost. So, but this is a song off the album. It's called "Don't Leave Me in the Morning."
I feel unraveled like a rope, all mixed up now, seeing double. The tree is swaying in the breeze. Baby thinks a lot, my baby thinks a lot of me. There's something in my eyes, something inside he sees. Keep on reaching, pull me through. The earth is shaking, hold me steady. Don't you worry, if you please. Baby thinks a lot, my baby thinks a lot of me. There's something in my eyes, something inside he needs. Say you'll never leave me in the morning. Say you'll never find another way. Everybody needs to be forgiven in their mind. Don't leave me in the morning. And lightning striking next to me, rolling thunder through the valley, over mountains to the sea. Baby thinks a lot, my baby thinks a lot of me. There's something in my eyes, something inside of me. Say you'll never leave me in the morning. Say you'll never find another way. Everybody needs to be forgiven in their mind. Don't leave me in the morning.
got a couple more songs for you guys. This is a song, an honest love song called Set in Stone. You know I love you, but baby, I wish that you knew I would swim the deep, scale the mountainous valleys for you. I know it's hard to see through the driving rain, but if we stay the road, the morning sun will shine again. And tell me your lies, baby, I've got a few of my own. And only you can save me. I'm going, I'm almost gone. Despite how it seems lately, I don't want to go this alone.
Yeah,
I want you to know we're set in stone. I know you love me, but sometimes I wish you'd express that your love is good for eternity, not a minute less. There comes a time when everyone struggles through, but when we grow apart, I'll build a bridge and come back for you. And tell me your lies, baby, I've got a few of my own. And only you can save me. I'm going, I'm almost gone. Despite how it seems lately, I don't want to go this alone.
yeah,
I want you to know we're set in stone.
yeah.
I want you to know we're set in stone.
Thank you. Well, once again, we appreciate you guys coming out and spending your Saturday night with us. Thanks to everybody tuning in on the live stream at home. We got one more song for you, and then I believe we're going to do an encore for our live streamers. So we're going to do one. Relax. Don't go. And we'll do one more.
But not for them. We're not going to do it for these guys here, right?
Yeah, unless, I don't know how you get them all out of the building that
I'm
quick.
kidding.
They're going to have to stay.
Yeah, I was just saying, we want y'all to stick around too. We'll do a pretend encore.
You don't have to clap really loud and long. We're going to skip all that. We deserve it. Damn it. Been at home watching Netflix. Well, this is a song that I got to write with a good buddy of mine, and he was John Prine's best friend, a guy named Pat McLaughlin, who's one of my big heroes. And I always hoped that I could parlay my friendship with Pat into meeting John, but unfortunately that didn't happen. And I hate that we lost him this year. But this is a song that sort of sums up Emily and I's life together in about 3.5 minutes. It's called Carolina.
Ours is a Carolina story.
It rings clearer than a bell. It's got all that pain and glory.
It's my favorite one to tell.
I knew right from the beginning it would stand the test of time. I ain't worried about the ending.
It's Caroline, rain or shine.
Carolina, I know every line. Carolina, I can't believe you're mine. I tell you all the time. Let's just keep the pages turning. We'll go down in history. Always keep the fire burning.
It's Caroline, you and me.
Carolina, I know every line. Carolina, I can't believe you're mine. I tell you all the time. I can't believe you're mine. I can't believe you're mine.
Thank you guys so
Yes,
much for
thank
coming.
you.